Hi everyone, welcome to this video where I talk about products that I have completely used up. For the most part, some of them are just things I'm getting rid of after using them for a long time. The purpose of these videos is not just to show you what I'm getting rid of or have already used up, but really to give you more thorough, in-depth reviews about products after having used them many times, and hopefully to give you an idea of whether my previous first impressions are still holding true, whether I've changed my mind, or just any further developments that I've experienced after using these products for so long. So in this video, I'll go over each product. Most of them is going to be skincare because I go through a lot more of that than makeup, but there are some makeup items in here and other kind of accessory items too. And I'll tell you if I would repurchase them or if I wouldn't and why. If you're a subscriber watching this video, thank you so much for being one. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. You can also follow Alurabitty on Instagram. I'll put that handle in the upper left-hand corner for you. And if you missed my latest video, I will link that in the upper right-hand corner for you to click on and watch. Please go do so if you haven't seen it already. I really appreciate it. All right, let's get going through the trash. All right, so just starting from the top, I finished another bottle of the Bliss Naked Body Butter. This is one of my all-time favorite body lotions. Make sure you get the naked version, not one of the fragranced scented versions. As you can see with a lot of my skincare products, I cut them open to make sure I use up as much as I can, and I will definitely be repurchasing this one. Very hydrating, but still sinking into the skin, doesn't leave any sort of film or residue. I finished up this bottle and conditioner set from High Beauty Concepts. This is the Clean Strands and Soft Strands set. I really love the way that this smells, and it does cleanse nicely. The only issue is these bottles are really difficult to use. They need to have some sort of pump or a squeeze tube on them. Maybe since I got these way back when, they have updated the packaging, but I definitely would want that packaging to be made more user-friendly. Biore's Baking Soda Acne Cleansing Foam. I like the pump dispenser, but you know what? The baking soda actually is not a great ingredient for your skin. So although I use this up, I would not repurchase this. Neutrogena Beach Defense Water Plus Sun Protection in SPF 70. This is one with avobenzone. So I like this formula a lot, and I like the way that it feels in the skin because it doesn't feel too sticky or goopy, but there is a noticeable amount of fragrance in here, so I am avoiding that, and I wouldn't repurchase this. It's hard to find sunscreens that are this high SPF and that don't have bad ingredients in them. Same thing, but in SPF 30, again, won't be repurchasing. Paula's Choice Skin Smoothing Retinol Body Treatment with Antioxidants. I think I mentioned this in one of my top suggestions for retinol products in my Best Retinols on the Market video. I'll link that in the upper right-hand corner for you to check out if you want to see skincare suggestions with retinol in them. This was my one body care suggestion. Absolutely fantastic. It's the only one I know of on the market at a decent price point that has retinol for the entire body, like in a body lotion. So it's on its own fantastic, and I don't know that you have many other choices. Anyway, it comes in a pump dispenser too, which is really nice. Laneige Cream Skin Toner and Moisturizer. This is like a milky color fluid, and I use it as a toner. Some people might call it an essence. This was nice. It's a fairly simple list of ingredients, so if you want something more complex or with a lot more actives, this isn't for you, but if you're maybe sensitive skinned or just need something really simple to start off your skincare routine, this is a good choice. Okay, this is a deodorant by Kopari, their coconut oil deodorant. And I really liked this when I first started it. I mean, just until recently when I decided to chuck it. I really have enjoyed this. It's in the original scent, but for some reason, lately, the scent has become sharp to me. And I don't know if that's a personal change that I've had or if the product has kind of changed, but it became a little too abrasive to my nose. So that is why, even though there is unfortunately plenty of this left, I used a good amount of it, but there is still plenty left. I'm not going to continue to use this. SkinFix's Berry Plus Lipid-Peptide Cream. This is a pretty nourishing, not thick, but on the thicker side lotion. Moisturizer comes in a pump jar, if you could call it that. I liked this. I think it's a good moisturizer. Already I'm using another bottle of this. This is Paula's Choice's Skin Recovery Hydrating Treatment Mask. This is a thicker lotion or moisturizer, but again, it still doesn't feel heavy and goopy or unpleasant on the skin, but it's definitely a lot richer than something that I would typically use, especially for an oily combination person. It's not something that I would wear during the day, but I've definitely used it at night, and moments where I've had more dryness, this is my go-to. It says mask, but I just use it as a moisturizer. You could use it either way. From Alpha Skincare, this is their Moisturizing Facial Sunscreen SPF 30 with hyaluronic acid. I enjoyed this. My holy grail is the one from Paula's Choice in the pale blue bottle with SPF 30, and that has a tint to it, but I really enjoyed this one also, so I might consider repurchasing this, especially with the hyaluronic acid in it. I already have another bottle of this. This is Drunk Elephant's C-Firma Day Serum. This is the 15% L-ascorbic acid in an airtight pump packaging. This was one of my top recommendations for best vitamin C products out on the market. Again, I'll link that video in the upper right hand corner for you if you haven't checked that out, if you want to know what the best vitamin C products are currently right now available to you. I believe that this is one of them, but do not hoard this. Do not buy multiples of this at the same time, which is a mistake I made, because it will go bad, it will turn. Buy one bottle at a time and make sure once you open it and start using it that you use it diligently, and don't buy it and then wait 4 months to start using it. Use it as soon as you get the product. Paula's Choice's Resist Brightening Essence. This is one of the few things from Paula's Choice that I don't think I would repurchase, just because I didn't notice any visible differences from it. It certainly wasn't a bad product, it just, compared to all the other things that I love from Paula's Choice, I would rather invest my money in those other products. It's a fluid, like completely liquid product that has several different things that are supposed to help the brightness of the skin. I've completely used up one of the cleansing balms. This one is from, is this Tony Moly? Yes, Tony Moly. This is their Peach cleansing balm. I love the packaging. It's adorable, but the scent is overwhelming of this sweet candied peach. So I used it up basically to use it up, but I would not repurchase this. I have a whole video on the top cleansing balms. This is included in it, and there's a huge number of cleansing balms that I test head to head with each other in terms of the ingredients, the price points, the amount you get, how well they cleanse. So again, I'll link that in the upper hand corner if you haven't seen it and you're curious. And this is definitely not one of the top choices. This product is by ColorScience. This is the Sunforgettable Total Protection Face Shield. This is an SPF of 50 with PA+++. Great. This company has great sun care products, and this has zinc oxide 12%. It also has a tint to it. It's not my favorite tint. It's fairly like peachy, is that the tone? Yeah, peachy toned, which doesn't exactly match my skin. Once you put makeup on, it's not really that noticeable, but if you were wearing it alone and you weren't already pink undertoned or peach undertoned, this may look a little bit strange on your skin. It's also not the most matte. The Paula's Choice one has a much less kind of shiny finish. This is not oily or greasy. It's just, I would prefer something a little more matte. But the sun protection, which is the most important part, is fantastic in these products. To odor care products, I tend to use scents that are intended for men, but that's what I've used for decades. This one is the Degree for Men Fresh Deodorant in Everfresh, one of my all-time favorite scents. And this one is Arm & Hammer Ultra Max Fresh. So I would repurchase both of these. Oh, this one is a deodorant and this one is an antiperspirant. I don't think I said that. This product by Nourish, Organic Food for Healthy Skin. This is an organic raw shea butter. I used this for a while. Because it is pure shea butter, it is very thick, very greasy, very slick, and very oily. Do not use this in the bathroom, in the shower where it's damp, where you could slip, or even where you're gonna walk on hardwood floors. I used maybe a third of this and I'm just gonna throw it out. It's turned, I don't know if it's turned, but it's become an even stranger consistency, I think, after being exposed to heat. And honestly, it's just so thick and goopy, I don't really love using this. But if you are someone who's really looking for something that is coating and super thick and rich, for example, some people who do this as a nighttime routine and put it on your feet and then you put socks on, this would be a fantastic option for that. But I personally don't do that, so I no longer have use for this. I actually think I had a piece of that shea butter in my hair, so hopefully that just happened recently and isn't too distracting, or wasn't too distracting. Speaking of my holy grail product from Paula's Choice, this is exactly what I was talking about, their Resist Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense SPF 30. They have updated packaging that's not quite as metallic and still in a pale blue and white packaging, but hopefully, as you can see, there's a slight tint there. Absolutely beautiful and elegant on the skin, and yeah, just love, love, love this product. Another product by Paula's Choice that I love, this is the Resist Weekly Retexturizing Foaming Treatment 4% BHA. I don't think they sell the foam anymore. I think they've converted it to different packaging, and I don't know if it still comes out as a foam, but they do still have the 4% salicylic acid or BHA product. It just doesn't look exactly like this, and it may not be in a foam, but regardless, I've already purchased that new version of it. I've used countless bottles of this, and I'll continue to repurchase the 4%. This is really nice when you just need a little more of a boost than your normal 2% salicylic acid toner that they have in the line. So this is great. This product by Babor, their Hydro X Hyaluron Cream. I really enjoyed this airtight dispense packaging. It has a very lightweight lotion formula. I don't know that I would repurchase it because it's fairly expensive, but I did enjoy using it. This is a product that I bought off of Amazon because I was looking for a copper peptide product that was less expensive than the one that Ordinary offers. I think that's their Buffet Plus copper peptides. Not that that one is expensive at all, but I enjoyed this. I wonder with the very fake blue tint, because copper peptide has like a blue tint to it, but this color seemed pretty artificial to me, so I don't know. But this is from Complete Skin Solutions, their copper peptide serum, and the two ingredients are copper peptide and hyaluronic acid. I do feel like when I mix this with my other skincare, it worked beautifully. Just because I trust The Ordinary a little more, I'm going to continue to purchase and use that one, but I did like this, so I guess theoretically I would repurchase it if The Ordinary one weren't available. This product by Neosudis, this is their Bio Serum Firm Rejuvenating Growth Factor and Peptide Treatments. So this has growth factors in it. Growth factor products seem to be very expensive, and this product is very expensive. It comes in a pump dispenser. It's kind of difficult to describe what formula it is. It's a lotion, but it has a texture that you would think would be oily, but then it doesn't feel oily when it goes on the skin. I don't know how to describe it. In any case, I enjoyed using this, but would I really spend the amount of money that this costs to repurchase it again? I don't think I would. I didn't see such dramatic results that I would feel justified in repurchasing this. And I'm sorry, just to make clear, when I say repurchase something, a lot of these things I did not originally purchase. A lot of these things I received for free, not for compensation, but for free by PR. But I'm trying to think of theoretically, if I were using my own money, would I go out and purchase this in the future? I hope that makes sense. Something I did purchase myself, this is the Inkey List Q10. Comes in a really tiny bottle, very inexpensive, and if you want to just add this one ingredient to your array of skincare, I think that this is a great option. I do have additional bottles waiting already for me to use of this. Something by SkinMedica. This is their Retinol Complex 1.0 Age Defense. This has retinol in it. It is an opaque pump dispenser packaging, and if I didn't already have a bunch of other retinol products already waiting for me, I think this is one that I would repurchase. It's well formulated and it has a good dose of retinol. Oh, and it's not just retinol. It has squalane, it has ceramides. There's a ton of great ingredients in here, so this is a great skincare product. Something by ZenMed, which I've tried several things from. This is their Skin Correct Plus Intensive Scar and Skin Damaging Lightener. This has 2% hydroquinone in it to help fade darker pigmentation. I enjoyed this product and I think I would repurchase it. Their items are pretty reasonably priced on their website. Another bottle of Maelove's The Glow Maker Antioxidant Serum. This has vitamin C, vitamin E, ferulic acid. It's a great all-around, and sodium hyaluronic too. This is a great combination of really key skincare ingredients, and I guess the only improvement that I would ask for is for it to come in an airtight pump dispensing bottle, but it is very reasonably priced, so that's part of why so many people love this product, and I would continue to repurchase this. This is an eye cream from Illuma Intense Brightening Eye Cream. I used this for several months, but even though looking at the ingredients list, I didn't see fragrance listed or something that immediately jumped out to me to be a fragrant ingredient, there is absolutely a fragrance to this. I don't know if I'm missing something on the ingredients list. I didn't research every single one of them. But yeah, I stopped using it. It's not all the way done, but I am not going to continue to use this, especially around the eyes. You don't want to be putting fragrance around there. Not that you want to be putting it anywhere on your skin. 2 things used up from Physicians Formula. These are 2 of their skin boosters. This one on the left is the hydrating one. This one on the right is the brightening one with vitamin C. These are good. They're kind of one-note products and they won't give you the strongest punch, but especially when Physicians Formula is running their like 50% off site-wide, you definitely should go ahead and grab these. I tend to add these into my skincare routine, especially adding them into my lotion for all over my body as a very, very cost-effective way to add these specific ingredients into body lotions that otherwise sometimes don't have these things, especially things like vitamin C. And I think this is the last skincare item. This is First Aid Beauty's Ultra Repair Hydrating Serum and comes in opaque pump dispenser. I enjoyed this product. I think it's good. I don't remember it standing out so much that I would jump out and repurchase it. And given the oversaturation of skincare I have to get through, I probably wouldn't repurchase it. But if you have this or are thinking of purchasing it, I think it's a decent buy. All right, 2 makeup products to share with you. First one is not technically used up. I'm gonna use it till it's all the way down to the bare bones, but this is one of the Endless Silky Eye Pens by Pixi, and it's in the shade number 10 Copper Glow. It's this beautiful brown shade with the most subtle shimmer. You can't tell that there's shimmer in it once you apply it to the lid. I love the way that these move across the lids. They're very creamy. I will say that these are not smudge resistant. They're definitely not smudge proof. Do they smudge terribly? No, but it is the kind of liner that I know I'm gonna, later on in the day have a little bit of smudging here that I need to tap away or get rid of. But for everyday use, I really like these eye pens from Pixi. And this item by Flower Beauty, this is their Miracle Matte Universal Finishing Powder. I think this is becoming hard to come by. I don't really see it on, do I see it on the Flower website? Maybe I did, but in any case, when Flower Beauty has their 50% off their website or 40% off, I tend to pick up at least 3 or 4 of these. I really love the setting powder. It gives you a nice matte finish. It does have the slightest lightening effect. It's not completely translucent, so just be aware of that, but it settles so nicely on the skin and helps to keep the shine away. So especially at 50% off, this is like at least my 3rd, maybe 4th, maybe even more compacts that I've finished up of this. And random home care item. This is Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day Basil Scented Hand Soap. Loved this fragrance. I really like this line of products. I've moved on to just buying bulk soap, liquid soap from Costco, but if I weren't doing this, this is definitely something that I would repurchase, and like I said, like a lot of things in this brand. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video and the mini reviews. Let me know if you have any comments in the comment section below. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in the next video.